Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto video. XRP is surging quite interestingly today. I mean, we actually dipped at about 93 cents, but we are up about 15 or so percent right now, and I want to know from you guys, are you bullish or bearish on XRP? Because even though this all happened, it doesn't say anything for the future. We just came back to retest the trend line, but that is basically it. This is all on a 1 hour time frame. On a 4 hour, it still looks the same though. We're just retesting, just coming back at it, but really haven't done too much. Let's wait for the bigger picture to unfold. That's all I can say about that one. Now, I guess I can add to it though. I guess I really can. And that is the Bitcoin bull market over? Analyst Michael von der Poppe says traders are in disbelief. Well, traders are not really certain about it. Let's kind of discover this. Quote, we're currently in a phase where it's a 50-50, exactly like I explained a couple of videos ago. There's a bunch of people expecting a bear market. There's a bunch of people expecting a bull market to happen. There's nothing in between. That's what we call disbelief phase. So probably this corrective move for the bears is just the start of the bear market. For the bulls, it's a corrective period. I think it's the corrective period. So I'm actually completely on the same page, on the same note. It's like right now we are in disbelief, and you don't necessarily know if we're basically in this disbelief or if we're at the end, basically, in my opinion, right, of the whole ordeal. You don't really know if it's like the disbelief where things start to go better, or it's kind of like the opposite side where it's like a denial type of phase, right, or an anxiety type of phase, or a complacency. You don't really know exactly, but he's expecting that it's disbelief where it's just like, it's like, oh no, okay, we're gonna go down, or this one like, oh no, you really don't know. It's so hard to say. It's so hard to say. So my own thoughts about the situation is we can be either at the start of some really huge run, and this is just kind of the dip before the bigger picture, or it can literally be at the end of a pretty big bull run. And once more, right now, it's only going to be getting worse. I personally really firmly believe we're in a scenario number one here where it's like, okay, things are really starting to do good, and we're just going to pick up the steam here after a little while. But once more, other people who are saying like, oh, we might fall here, they're really in their right because there are some things which point that way. So I'm not really telling them, oh, you're stupid. No. It could be. It's just not our prediction. It's just not what we're thinking. Anyway, longer term XRP, longer term crypto, it doesn't really matter. But a lot of these guys are really short-minded, short term, right? So I also have to give some answer to those guys. Now, von der Poppe's current sentiment that Bitcoin is in the early stages of a bull market aligns with his prediction that Bitcoin will hit 300K by the end of the current boom cycle. The trader looks at the weekly time frame to support his long trend bullish bias on Bitcoin and to illustrate that the current corrective move is natural and healthy for the sustainability of the bull market. Quote, as you can see in the previous bull cycles, we've had those tests for the 21-week AMA, moving average, the normal one, which is currently showing up as support. Bitcoin didn't really have any test at all until we get here right now. If we look at the weekly level, we are still making a bullish outlook. You can see during the 2016 and 17 cycle, we have had a test of all those levels, 21-week EMA, previously until we got into a parabolic phase. All I'm going to say about this one is just, man, let's see, let's wait it out. But you guys now know there's both sides to this one, right? David Schwartz, replica guy, actually posted again that if you're comparing 2017 right now, a lot of things are really adding up, right? A lot of things are really adding up. This one I wouldn't call perfect because, again, you can see the impulse is definitely a lot less significant. Then again, the pattern, I guess, is okay. It's not something I would definitely do myself, but then again, it is interesting. And yeah, maybe the bigger surge is just coming along, right? That we've just seen this small little portion of things, and once more, the correction that we witness right now is not even big. It's not even big. Then Jamil Kays posted, when you are shaken up, we look at this. Real value in the protocol with real utility. Buy and sit back, watch the show. There's a little video here of about a minute long or so where he basically talks about Ripple, and Ripple can sometimes, specifically in this case here, be replaced by XRP. Let me quickly show you guys the video here, all right? I have to do it through my phone, as you guys know, because I'm bad at recording things. So let me quickly do it like this.
And then what I can see coexisting alongside this institution is something like a Ripple platform, that currency agnostic peer-to-peer payment system I just described that facilitates low-cost payments. So potentially consumers can bypass Western, that $10 service fee. I mean, that's going to be a thing of the past. I mean, with Ripple, you'll be able to send money anywhere in the world for very, very, very low cost. So that's something that could come together, kind of this marriage of, well, I thought I'd end on a happy note.
Yeah, and this one is just funny, of course, because Janet Yellen is the gal who was really often here talking about some heavy crypto regulations. And Satoshi Nakamoto, of course, let's not discuss this too much further. But you can really hear him again talk about Ripple in this sense, where it's interesting, right? So interesting how they're talking about Ripple in these higher up ranks. If you want to know where the video is from, by the way, you can watch it right here over on YouTube. David Andolfato, an overview of Bitcoin. He's the Vice President in Research Division at the Federal Reserve Bank of St. Louisiana or St. Louisiana. I'm not sure exactly. St. Louis? It says it somewhere at the end. Federal Reserve Bank of St. Louis. Where is this? I have no freaking clue, but I'm so sorry, guys. I'm not aware of St. Louis or where that is supposed to be, but I did think it was a pretty interesting video. Then, XRP price analysis. XRP continues to fall as price is stuck in descending channel. Well, I guess that didn't really phase well, right? It didn't really age well. Again, guys, I'm not sure where the price is going to head next. It's not like I can say, like, oh, we came up now, so things are going to look beautiful. No, I'm just saying, what was a pretty interesting rise here from 93 cents, 94 cents to, again, $1.08 right now. That's pretty fun to witness, specifically because I was watching here all the time, right? And seeing the price move up like that is definitely quite satisfying if you just see gains after gains after gains. That is all I'm saying. Let's see you get another rejection here and just move along with the pattern here. Once more, guys, I'm not putting anything up here because we are waiting a little bit for a bigger move on the Bitcoin department. We saw a little bit of an impulse downwards. Then again, it's still not decisive enough, in my opinion. Which crypto can beat Bitcoin, though? A lot of people said, man, Dusty, you said alts follow Bitcoin. Yes, they do. For example, Bitcoin is 50% of the market, so if Bitcoin falls, then the rest will logically, because it's 50%. Then again, the more that altcoin season were to come in, the more that this way off can be made with Bitcoin falling down and altcoins still performing well, because that actually happens in altcoin season. It is people selling off their Bitcoin for altcoins because they've witnessed some huge surges in Bitcoin and they now want to kind of expand that success to altcoins. That can kind of depends on what the what the cause is of why they're selling their Bitcoin. If they're selling the Bitcoin because they're afraid of crypto regulations, then altcoin season is not really there. In this case here, a lot of people are afraid because of the Bitcoin mining power in China, and a lot of people are afraid because of the Biden tax plan. Well, Ethereum, as an example, you still should be afraid because of the China ordeal with Ethereum, because it's also proof of work. But the second part, well, Ethereum is a platform. Ethereum has DeFi. If you're afraid of capital gains, a whole DeFi scheme here might still be probable. And again, that XRP and Ethereum and stuff like that were all not really phased as much by this dip here where Bitcoin is dipping even lower. That is all showing really big signs of strength. Remind yourself of that. Bitcoin strikes highest oversold level since March 2020. We've actually said that last week as well. It's just showing oversold, oversold, oversold. But then again, being oversold doesn't mean it's all of a sudden going to spike, even though this indicator is showing oversold. The legal debacle is still going on, by the way. Ripple executives refuse to provide their offshore trading records. The whole ordeal between the SEC and Ripple, is it ever going to stop? I don't really know. I guess so. But it's looking like it's taking a freaking ton of time, guys. It's taking a ton of freaking time. It's not really getting any faster. Oh, I see a surge here. We're moving on. By the way, guys, this is Bybit, the platform I'm trading on right now. Make sure you go check it out. It's the one I'm using all the freaking time. If you're from the US or UK, use a VPN. A link is down below. The good part is, even if you by accident go on your US account or UK account, they will not ban your account. You're just blacklisted your IP. So you just have to then use a VPN the next time and you're still going to be good, right? So it's a pretty safe exchange in that degree. And once more, it's got DustyBC seal of approval because I use it myself. You can trade XRP on there, EOS, Bitcoin, whatever. You can also trade these things on there. And it's basically buying things or selling things with leverage. This is really fun to watch, all right? This video is not going to be recorded on the same time you're watching. It's a little bit earlier. So I am wondering how this is going to roll out over the next couple of hours. We'll see. Cardano ADA payment now available to merchants using Shopify or WooCommerce. Just a little fun notice that Cardano has this going on for themselves. Is it really big? Not really sure about that. I personally would never use it. But then again, with all these currencies, you do want them to be able to be spendable, right? You do want it to have an option. Even though I personally wouldn't go for it, it's cool that the option is there. And then a healthy pullback may strengthen the 100K case for Bitcoin, Fundstrat strategist suggests. Fundstrat lead digital asset strategist David Greeter thinks that Bitcoin is still on track to hit 100K despite the current correction that we saw, the coin plummeting by nearly 20% from the all-time high at about 65K. Grider says that the healthy pullback may even strengthen the bull phase for the flagship crypto. I agree with that. Quote, we don't see this necessarily as something that's taken us to necessarily like a 2017 type market top, but more so as something where the market needs to have a healthy cooling off period before the market can continue forward, Grider said in an interview with Yahoo Finance. Grider also points out that other crypto continue to perform relatively well despite the Bitcoin pullback. Ethereum, for instance, only dropped about 5% from its most recent high. Quoting, one of the things that does give us a bit of confidence in where we're at with the longer term cycle is that if you look at other digital assets like Ethereum, which has held up pretty well relative in terms, even during this pullback Bitcoin has had, it's been on a relative basis kind of actually making newer recent highs over the last few years. He says that the lack of volatility seen in other crypto assets suggests that the top is not yet in, and that this indicates continued strength for the crypto market. I think that that's a strong indication that big segments. Why am I messing up everything, guys? I don't know. Maybe I'm really tired. Of the market really are just seeing capital kind of move around within it, and we're not necessarily seeing a super fleet of capital. That's exactly what I keep saying, guys. We're not seeing a huge fleet of capital here. We're still following along with everything that happened 2013 and 17. Plan B also posted, nothing goes up in a straight line. Bitcoin has gone up 6 months in a row until this month. Looks like the midway dip that we all saw in 2013-17. I so agree with it, guys. I so freaking agree with it. I'm so freaking excited. I don't know if we're going to dip lower, as I just said before. It could definitely be, but I'm pretty excited for the near future, guys. Yeah, damn it. So much money to be made here with leverage trading as well. It's so freaking exciting. It's so freaking exciting, guys.